What product was so poorly designed that you suspect the team that made it never used the product? My dishwasher beeps several times loudly when the cycle is done. Loudly enough that you can hear it outside the house. If you don't open the door, it will beep again 45 minutes later and every 45 minutes forever until you do so. There is no way to silence this feature or reduce the volume. Apparently, there's no such thing as starting the dishwasher at night and then going to bed in these designers' minds. In my experience, most educational resources, curriculums created by district employees that have never taught or hasn't taught in 15+ years. The amount of times they give this new fantastic module, tool, and it turns out to be an absolute shit show. Wild. I have an inkjet printer, brother, that prints misaligned, makes slightly wavy text. I can't fix it because when you run the alignment diagnostic stuff, either manual or automatic, it prints a paper for you to scan so the printer can fix itself. However, the printer can't read the paper, it scans because it's misaligned so it can't get fixed. Stupidest thing I've ever seen. Even called support, and they were like, "Welp, it's not supposed to do that. GG, better luck next time." The trunk won't open on some Chevrolet cars if the battery is dead. There is no keyhole or physical release cable. The battery is in the trunk. You can jump it from contacts under the hood, sure, but that's such an odd design choice to me. I just bought a waterproof cargo bag for the roof of my car that was fairly expensive. The Velcro that keeps the zipper protected was just glued on, not stitched. The very first time I opened the bag, all the Velcro came off because the attraction to itself was stronger than the adhesive bond to the vinyl bag. It's like there was absolutely zero product testing, but I'm sure it was 5 cents cheaper to make it glued rather than stitched. How could something like this have ever been allowed to leave the factory? My refrigerator has a water filter that cannot be changed without turning off the supply, which is behind the refrigerator. So you have to pull the multi-100-pound fridge with all the food and such out to turn the water off before you can change the water filter. The old Maytag it replaced had no such requirement. The Bluetooth app connectivity for my washing machine. Didn't really want that feature, but it was a last-minute substitution. If the wash cycle takes longer than the initial estimate, the start time changes rather than the time remaining estimate. I just don't bother with the app. My new iron has a restart if you tip it over after it's timed out. So if you accidentally leave it plugged and it gets knocked over by accident, pet or child bumps the board, wind knocks something over, knocking the iron over, it starts up while face down. I'll add a comment as someone said something that made me think. Streaming services search engines, you can literally have 10K to 50K things to watch, but there is absolutely no way to do an in-depth search. Doesn't have to be through a mobile app, maybe an online connection through a website. But if I want to find a show that was running in the late 90s and I know it was science fiction, why can't I do that? So much content I might want to watch but can't find it. My mom's had 3 wheelchairs, they all suck. The brake lever mechanism invariably interferes with the footrests. On her current one, the brake lever mechanism is curved, so it's pretty good. I think it could still be better. I'm surprised they're not better. I definitely feel like, given my experience, I could design a much better wheelchair than anything on the market under $1,000. I remember a couple years back there was a push for smart diapers. It was basically a diaper with a little tab on it that would tell when it was soiled. I have 3 kids, 2 of which are still in diapers, and 1 wears them for nighttime. I probably change 20+ diapers a day. I don't know any mom who would want to pay more for smart diapers, to tell them what they already know. My thought when they came out, they are definitely not changing a lot of diapers. Probably not even a parent.